Hello, I'm Susy Fansher, and I would love to be Spire's newest Missouri West Economic Development Project Manager. Dr. Seuss said, "Why fit in when you were born to stand out?" I've created this video resume to help you remember which applicant is me. So what motivates me? That's easy. They do. I have a wonderful husband who puts his life in danger to help others. And I have 3 amazing teenage daughters with stellar GPAs and interest in the medical field. Our obligation is to raise them to be strong women who are appreciative, confident, and success-driven. With my oldest heading to Mizzou this fall, providing for their future and advanced education has always been a priority. My youngest has type 1 diabetes. She was only 6 years old the day we had to rush her to Children's Mercy Hospital for the devastating diagnosis. While we fight every day to manage this disease and keep her healthy, we are determined to find her a cure. Our weekends are spent at sporting events or volunteering with several of our favorite charities. I started working for my dad's telecommunication electrical company when I was 14. I spent half the time in the office learning all administrative duties required to run a small business. The other half of my time was spent in the field getting my hands dirty and fueling my obsession for power tools. I continued to work for him during college summers while I completed my Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with a marketing focus, followed by a master's degree in business administration. I was determined to let my education take me into the professional field when I landed a job at MGE, where I became the EGM Systems Administrator and juggled many tasks simultaneously. My position was scheduled to be eliminated after Laclede bought MGE, so I interviewed and was lucky to receive an offer to become a large commercial and industrial business development representative. This job has opened so many exciting opportunities for me to advance my knowledge and skills. I'm lucky to work for Spire. The attraction for me includes the company's culture, opportunities, people, and brand awareness. My current role as a large commercial and industrial business development representative has given me valuable experience in building essential customer relationships, understanding industry trends, and training in multiple software applications. Highlights of my current role include satisfying customers, touring their facilities to learn why and how they use gas, and entertaining clients at sporting events. When I heard the announcement of a new job opening for an economic development project manager, I nearly screamed with excitement. I could barely stay seated because I felt like this perfect job was created just for me. The great Wayne Gretzky says, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." So I'm going to take a shot right now and tell you why Spire needs me in this new economic development role. Kansas City has my heart. It's my home. I was born and raised here. I know the geography, so my local presence is immeasurable. I know the people and have already built many strong relationships. I have excellent communication skills, and I'm trained in numerous software applications used by Spire, such as Salesforce, Maximo, and CCMB. I have worked with many internal departments such as engineering, workload planning, construction, EGM, billing, and of course business development. I feel that I have met all requirements for this job description, especially with my education, LCI, and ED experience. Probably my greatest attribute, though, is that I already have so much experience in economic development. I have worked with multiple economic development councils, attended many of their lunch and learns, and have even heavily participated in proposed major EDC projects, such as Project Toto, Domino, Rotag, Scout, and am currently involved in a possible strategic main extension for the city of Cameron. I have completed RFPs and have provided gas line maps, economic analyses, revenue calculations, bill estimates, and ability to serve letters. I have presented this ED information during meetings and even toured sites with potential clients and their site selection teams. I am adaptable and will respectfully represent Spire. I have been to so many different types of meetings and events, from business attire to casual. I am flexible enough to be sophisticated when necessary, casual when appropriate, and entertaining when allowed. Missouri is centrally home to some of the largest transportation systems, including rivers, highways, rail, and airport, with recent approval for a new KCI terminal. Missouri offers a diverse economy, low cost of living, and a highly skilled and educated workforce. The West Side in particular is focused on a few long-term sustainable industry trends, such as advanced manufacturing with innovative process equipment and large warehouse space, automotive suppliers with historical investments by Ford and GM, and agriculture biosciences with a large concentration in animal health research, food companies, and biofuel plants. To sum it up, Missouri West is showing enormous opportunity for growth. I've included my action plan for how I can jumpstart Spire Mo West economic development. Where would I start? I'm happy to say that I already have so many EDC and city contacts entered into Salesforce, but I know there are many more to collect. I have spent some time working with and studying how KCADC operates. They are a well-oiled machine and superior at what they do. I would like for Spire to become a member of all EDCs and begin to sponsor some more events. I would like to note that even smaller organizations need our support because they may not have the resources, staff, or funding to market their available land treasures. A SWOT analysis is always a good improvement tool to evaluate strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So how can I give faster answers? My ideas for make sure maps of gas lines and service territories are always up to date. Strategic planning discussions for potential growth in all areas would be helpful to create a master list of all available land and spec buildings. To head off the most often asked questions, it would be extremely beneficial to have engineering and design teams calculate preliminary non-binding estimates for route, size, and cost. And finally, my wish list. I would love to match and even exceed KCP&L's level of sponsorship and community presence. It might be helpful to get involved earlier with projects by distributing educational literature on trending natural gas-fired equipment. I would also like to consider applying for certificates to serve in outlying non-territory areas with major potential growth. If you haven't read Jim Collins' book, Good to Great, you should. I was loaned this actual book by retired CEO of Burns & McDonnell, Greg Graves, ironically at a Lee Summit EDC event. This book is about strategic management and the practices of how successful companies went from good to great. The very first line reads, "Good is the enemy of great." I interpret this to expose why it's difficult to achieve great when it's so easy to settle for just good. Well, I'm here today to prove to you that I want to be great.